Hi, it's Zobble1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox. And today I've got a fun video for you. I'm covering an old foe, the Imperial Enforcement Division. We haven't seen those guys for a long time on my channel, which is odd considering the majority of my content on my channel is apparently them. You know, I only ever do content on them. I've picked on Edouard for the quote, but there's so many of them that said this, that 70% plus of my channel was IED content, which would be 944 videos of IED content. If you want to know the correct figure, it's somewhere around 7 or 8%. So there we go. And that's just my Elite Dangerous content, not all the videos on my channel. If you do all the videos on my channel, it's like 3%. But you know, IED want to feel special, so they want to make sure that everyone knows that I only ever focus on them. What a nasty person I am. You know, Mr. War has made sure that everyone's aware how horribly toxic I am. No proof has been provided of this, obviously, but you know, he took the time to make sure that everyone knew how toxic I was, because he's a what, Dana?
He is a lying, two-faced, hypocritical sack of shit.
Dana, I just think you're still being too harsh. He's just someone that completely misrepresents things and misrepresents and misinterprets things. As you can see here, he's definitely not lying. He's just saying that I made up the fact that they've ever bullied anyone in game, used primo, crimes or healies. You know, that's totally one person's opinion which he's trying to convert into fact. You know, he's not straight out calling me a liar. He's just trying to make out that I've made all those accusations up, which is really odd considering he himself has messaged me later agreeing to use primo, crimes and healers. And as the bullying other factions, well, their whole shtick is punishing whoever they consider to be the bad guys, even though they're 5 times the size of the squadrons they usually push around. Just saying that kind of, you know. And I mean, if he's going to say I'm lying, then he should really get Garrett to toe the line and not admit to using crimes and bro beams, etc. And I got statements from Ragnar Scott and Paul at War about primo. So yeah, when you confirm everything, it's a bit stupid. And then he went around telling everyone that me and Star were the most toxic people in Elite Dangerous and responsible for all the ill feeling towards IED. Well, I wish they would take some of the credit themselves. I mean, they are capable of upsetting people all on their own. They don't need me and Star to cause dissension when they are perfectly capable of being salty enough in game to upset people on their own accord. Now, this video is me being incredibly mean to an IED member. Me and Star are being incredibly mean to an IED member, and Polo of the Dark Marauders was completely innocent in this situation. He was happily robbing this commander while me and Star killed him. Here's Polo's perspective on what went down.
I mean, to be honest, yeah, they are kill on sight, so you can kill them on sight. But me personally, if you rob them and then kill them, that's just really nasty.
Now, I do actually agree with Polo. We shouldn't, as the Dark Marauders, mix piracy and murder. In fact, I've robbed many an IED member in the past and let them go. I was with Polo when we robbed Tidy one time, totally let him go, no problem at all. Very unusual. But in this instance, I did elect to kill the commander. So, you know, that was something that happened. Admittedly, the commander had 0 hull and it didn't take a lot to kill him. But yeah, I shouldn't have done it. But then I wasn't the only one. It was me and Star involved. And from Star's comment, I would say that, you know, he's definitely fine with killing IED even during a robbery. My argument was the guy should have complied, because let's face it, you're being attacked by 3 pirates. You should have stopped, especially if you knew you were in a weak build. But he didn't. He chose to try and resist the robbery, and it went horribly for him. Now, I did offer to pay his rebuy, and that is a genuine offer from me. I will happily compensate him the full cost of the rebuy. It's not a problem. It's absolutely and utterly not. I do feel responsible for killing this commander, and even though IED are KOS, we shouldn't be killing them during a robbery. And Polo is right. So as a Dark Marauder and as a pirate, I am happy to compensate him with full rebuy. You'd think IED would tell their guys who's on their KOS and who isn't, and who's likely to kill them and who isn't. Considering how large their KOS list is, that it needs a search bot, you think they'd tell them who's likely to just murder them on sight. Because certainly we, the Dark Marauders, are likely to murder them on sight, some more than others. You know, as I said, some of us are like, you know, not best pleased with the history between the Dark Marauders and the Imperial Enforcement Division. So, you know, I did message him, I did offer the money, because let's face it, I really, really, really do not care about paying for this guy's rebuy.
It's not about money, it's about sending a message.
I mean, IED spent, what, 2 years hunting me daily? Trying to kill me in trader ships. Mr. War himself attacked me in an unarmed Type 6, for God's sake. So, you know, I have very little remorse or very little sympathy for an IED trader being killed. But, you know, I think he was quite salty about it. But he wouldn't pass on my message to Mr. War, so sometimes you just have to do something yourself. So, to Mr. Pinocchio at War, I'll be honest, I think it was just me and Star surprised that we saw an IED commander, because you don't run into that many very often these days. So me and Star were on the same page. Polo was on a different page, and that caused the problem. If we'd have said about killing this guy, it wouldn't have been a problem. If we'd have said about robbing him, it wouldn't have been a problem. Equally, both are valid when presented with an IED commander. Just mixing both is bad for our reputation. So I apologise to this commander. Next time I will just straight out kill you. There'll be no confusion, don't worry about it. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and 07 to everyone.